Today, let's talk about trailers. I've had the trailer for a little less than a year now, and we've taken it on several adventures, and the longest trip was just over 4,000 miles. It held up fantastic, no issues. There are some things to know about the trailer itself, and we're going to dive right into that. This front compartment is the kitchen area. Nice sturdy pull-out drawer, we have some support legs. This surface here is big enough for, a good camp stove. This cubby can hold a 5-pound propane tank. We also have a milk crate behind it, and a few other little things. Benefits of this: you get done cooking, you wipe down, you close it all up, and you're good to go. Some downsides: you're kind of stuck to this side of the trailer, so where you put your trailer is going to matter in your campsite. Whether you're against the wind or not, or what have you, it's all up to you. But overall, very good. Okay, moving on to the back side of the trailer where the main storage compartments are. This space, I like how they have it set up. There's 2 pull-out drawers. The D10 here you pull out, a little bit of the fridge drawer, and this one's recessed so things don't slide around. It's also got these nice little footman's loop where you can hook your tie downs to make sure nothing goes flying around. Again, to close it, you have to push it back in to close it. And then it's the same thing for the other drawer. On this drawer, we have our ARB fridge. We'll talk about this in a future video. This thing is a lifesaver, and I love it. And then we have enough space for one more little box behind it. Again, some benefits of this. It keeps everything up and dry, just like it would be in your car, or in your tow vehicle, rather. But you are limited to how high you can stack things. And then there's this space right here in the center that there are no tracks, that if you put anything pulling these drawers in and out, things can get caught. So just be mindful of what you're packing. But you can fit 6 people's worth of gear in this, plus all your cold food and then your dry food up front with no issues. And then you also have all of this space up here to for other tough boxes or other things like that. You can ratchet down on these eyelets here. Very strong tie-down points. No issues with these. Pretty basic. It's just a big box, but it holds a lot of stuff. The door closes like the rest of the compartments. These little turn latches, and then each one has a lock. No issues. It's a fantastic little area. Stores up nicely. Rubber seals here. These rubber seals keep out most of the water. However, some water, or moisture rather, will get in and sit in this little groove down here, but nothing too much. On this side of the trailer, we have the generator storage compartment, designed for a Smittybilt generator or something like that. We run a dual battery system, so we don't use a generator. Typically, we'll put water cans or something like that in here. It's got the same legs as the other side to support any load that you may have in it as it's out. That way you save these slides from being damaged. It's pretty simple. Just pack it back up, you slide it back in, lock it up, you're good to go. At the front of the trailer, we have the tongue box. The tongue box is where we have our dual battery system. You can put the jack stands or really whatever else you want in here. It's a nice protected area from the elements, especially while following behind your tow vehicle. Everything gets kicked up in here. I haven't had an issue with anything getting inside this tongue box at all. Behind that's a spare tire and the spare tire rack. You're pretty convenient. Has these heavy-duty straps keeping your tire in, one running across the front and back, and one going from left to right. Super sturdy. All right, we're going to rate the trailer with 1 out of 5 stars, and we're going to do it in some bullet points that I think are going to be applicable. The first point is going to be price point. I'm going to give it 4 stars right off the bat. For around $8,000, it's hard to beat. You're getting a lot of trailer with a little bit of ability to make it your own with some customization and some modding. I think it's not a bad deal. But if you're looking for something more, or you want something to be factory, then it might be a good thing for you to save up a little bit longer and go for that next level of trailer. The next point is going to be the DIY build. I'm going to give it 3 stars. The instructions say it takes about 4 hours if you have a few friends helping you out. I did it on my own and it took me all day, but if I can do it, anyone else can do it. Durability. I'm going to give it 5 stars. I've beat the crap out of this thing and taken it some fun places, and it hasn't shown any signs of wear yet. The longest trip we've had it was about 4,000 miles total, and there was absolutely no issues. We camped in it every single night, no problems. I'm going to also give it 5 stars for towing. Towing behind the vehicle is awesome. You almost forget that it's there, and you turn the corner, the trailer's following right in the track of your vehicle with no issues. I rarely hit curbs or do anything like that. It's a very, very nice trailer. Storage, I'm going to give it 4 stars. It's good storage, but I think that there can be a lot more done to it, especially if you're customizing it, like adding some tongue boxes to the fenders. They give you some more external storage that you don't have to open up the whole trailer for. Maintenance, I'm going to give it 4 stars for maintenance. It's going to be anything else, like anything else. You need to be checking, always make sure your bolts are tight, that that they're not slipping, and that you're greasing the grease points. 4 stars for ease, and not 4 stars for how complicated it is. And then I'm going to give it 6 stars for make it your own. There's tons of ways that you can make this your own trailer. You get it, you can mod it out however you want, drill holes into it, do all the things that you want to make it your own. And I'm sure if you lined up 3 or 4 of these trailers that you would not see one that's the same, because it's just like our Jeeps or just like our tow vehicles. Everyone's just a little bit different. So that brings us to 31 out of 35 total stars, which is not bad for this trailer. Some key points though, if you're thinking about getting this trailer, is ensure that the toe and pitch bolts are tightened. Those are shown in the instructions, and I'll also show you in a clip. Make sure those are tightened to spec, that way they don't slip out. All bolts get blue Loctite, just kind of as you're building this, Loctite every single bolt and you're going to be all right. I would have 2 4x4s and 4 jacks and a floor jack ready for when you build it, because when you have to unbox it, you're going to need those jacks to lift the whole thing out to pull out the crate. The largest bolt on the trailer is a 24mm bolt. Found that out the hard way. It can be done solo, but if you have friends and some pizza, it's going to be easy. If you want to paint it, I would suggest that you paint it before you build it. That way you can get a nice coat on everything. It's an manageable piece. You can do it after, but I just found that if you wanted to paint it, it'd be best to do it beforehand. That's my quick review of the Smittybilt Scout trailer. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'll answer as quickly as possible. I've had this trailer for a little less than a year now, and it's treated me pretty well. I really do enjoy it. So hope you guys find this useful, and don't forget to get out and explore.